Hey everyone, welcome to Benefits Breakdown, where we make complex benefits simple. This week brings 5 major Social Security changes that could directly impact your January payment. And if you're not prepared, you might be caught off guard. Some of these changes are bringing relief to millions of retirees, while others are creating new challenges that could affect when and how much you receive. Whether you're getting Social Security, SSDI, SSI, or survivor benefits, these updates matter, and I'm going to break down exactly what's happening and what you need to do about it. And hey, before we dive in, if you're new here, I'm your host at Benefits Breakdown, and every single day I break down the latest Social Security updates, payment schedules, and policy changes so you never have to guess what's happening with your benefits. If that sounds helpful, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any important updates. Trust me, staying informed about these changes can save you time, money, and a lot of unnecessary stress. Now let's get into this week's 5 major changes, starting with the biggest one that's affecting millions of people right now. Change number 1. Social Security Fairness Act. Back pay processing. The Social Security Fairness Act officially eliminated the windfall elimination provision and government pension offset. And this week, the SSA is processing another wave of back payments. If you're a retired teacher, firefighter, police officer, or other public servant who was affected by WEP or GPO, you might see an unexpected deposit in your account this week. We're talking about lump sum payments averaging around $7,200. With some people receiving significantly more. But here's what you need to know. Not everyone who qualifies has received their payment yet. The SSA is processing these in batches, and they're prioritizing based on when your benefits originally started and how long you were affected. If you think you qualify but haven't received anything yet, you can check your My Social Security account online for updates. Look for any notices about retroactive payments or changes to your monthly benefit amount. The important thing is that these payments are separate from your regular Social Security check, so if you see an extra deposit, that's likely what it is. Don't panic thinking there's been an error, but do keep records of everything for tax purposes. Change number 2. New identity verification requirements. Starting this week, the Social Security Administration is rolling out stricter identity verification requirements for anyone trying to update their direct deposit information or make certain account changes. This is a response to the increase in benefit fraud cases, where scammers were redirecting people's Social Security payments to their own accounts. Here's what's changing. You can no longer make these updates over the phone like you used to. Now you either have to log into your My Social Security account online, which requires multi-factor authentication, or you have to visit a Social Security field office in person. The SSA says this will process direct deposit changes in 1 business day instead of the old 30-day timeline, but only if you can access the system. The problem is that roughly 1 in 4 seniors has never used the internet, and many others struggle with the online verification process. If you're one of them, you'll need to visit a field office, but here's the catch. The SSA is currently operating with its lowest staffing levels in decades, and appointment availability is limited. Some areas are reporting wait times of over a month for appointments. My advice: if you need to update your direct deposit information, don't wait. Either get comfortable with the online system now, or schedule that appointment as soon as possible. And if you're helping an elderly parent or relative with their Social Security, make sure they know about these changes before they need to use them. Change number 3. January payment schedule adjustments. January's payment schedule has a few quirks that could affect when you receive your money. First, New Year's Day falls on a Wednesday this year, which means some payments that would normally be processed on January 1st are being moved to the previous business day. If you receive SSI, your January payment was actually issued on December 31st, 2024, because January 1st was a federal holiday. If you haven't seen that payment yet, check with your bank about processing times for New Year's Eve deposits. For regular Social Security payments, the schedule follows the usual pattern based on your birth date. But there's an important banking consideration this week. Many banks have reduced processing hours during the first week of January, which could mean your direct deposit shows up later in the day than usual, or in some cases, the next business day. If you're used to seeing your payment first thing in the morning, don't worry if it's not there right away. Give it until the end of the business day, and if it still hasn't arrived, wait 3 full business days before contacting the SSA. This is especially important this week because call volumes are higher than usual, and wait times can exceed 2 hours. Change number 4. Medicare Part B Premium Adjustments. This one's good news for most people. Medicare Part B premiums are decreasing for 2025, which means your Social Security check should be a little bit higher starting with your January payment. The standard Part B premium is dropping from $174.70 to $185 per month. Wait, that's not right. Let me correct that. It's dropping to $185 per month, which is actually an increase from the previous year. Actually, let me clarify this because it's important. Medicare Part B premiums are increasing in 2025, not decreasing. The standard premium is going from $174.70 to $185 per month, which means your Social Security check will be slightly smaller, not larger. This affects most Medicare beneficiaries, and the change takes effect with your January payment. If you're in a higher income bracket, you might see an even bigger increase due to the Income-Related Monthly Adjustment Amount, or IRMAE. The income thresholds for IRMAE haven't changed significantly, but if you're close to the boundary, this premium increase could push you into a higher penalty tier. The bottom line, check your January Social Security payment carefully. If it's lower than you expected, this Medicare premium increase is likely why. And if you think you're being charged the wrong amount, you can appeal through Medicare, but the process can take several months. Change number 5. Cost of living adjustment. Final implementation. The 2.5% cost of living adjustment for 2025 is being fully implemented this month, and for most people, this should mean a modest increase in your Social Security check. But here's what's tricky. The Medicare premium increase I just mentioned is eating into some of that COLA increase. For the average retiree receiving about $1,900 per month, the COLA increase adds roughly $47 to their monthly payment. But the Medicare premium increase takes back about $10 of that, so the net increase is closer to $37 per month. It's still an increase, but it's not as much as the 2.5% number might suggest. If you're receiving SSI, the calculation is a bit different because SSI recipients don't automatically have Medicare premiums deducted. Your increase should be closer to the full COLA amount, but remember that SSI benefits are also affected by any other income you might have. The key thing to remember is that these COLA increases are designed to help with inflation, but they're based on data from the previous year. So while your payment is going up, it might not feel like it's keeping pace with the cost of groceries or other expenses you're dealing with right now. What this all means for you. So those are the 5 major changes happening this week. Some are bringing relief, like the Social Security Fairness Act payments and the COLA increase. Others are creating new challenges, like the identity verification requirements and Medicare premium increases. The most important thing is to stay informed and be proactive. Check your My Social Security account regularly. Keep an eye on your bank account for any unusual deposits or changes. And don't hesitate to reach out for help if something doesn't look right. Thanks for watching Benefits Breakdown, where we make complex benefits simple. I'll see you tomorrow with that January payment schedule breakdown. Until then, take care of yourself and stay informed.